Welcome back, everybody, to What TV. This is Ace and travelers. Alert, alert to all my travelers. We have a situation going on in Oakland that we have to talk about. So, if you have travelers in your family, if you are a traveler, like, subscribe, and definitely share to all your travelers because, man, there's a situation going on in Oakland that we got to talk about. This has been picking up. There's been a lot of crime on the rise going on in Oakland, and specifically, tourists who are coming in, they're being targeted. They're being targeted, guys, and this is a situation where, frankly, you cannot hide from. You have to share to anybody who you know that's traveling to the San Francisco and Bay Area because these guys are out there and they're spotting you a mile away because they know all the rental cars. They can identify, it's impossible if you've ever tried to go to a Warriors game, which I've had family go to a Warriors game right before they left the Bay, and man, even the Warriors had to get out of there. So guys, it's almost, I'm not gonna say it's possible, but it's likely that if you travel to the Bay, you're gonna get a rental car, and these thieves out there, they know all the rental cars. They can identify the rental cars. So you have to be careful. And it's even gotten to a point where a Houston family has offered up $10,000 for the reward for the capture of the people who's recently had an attack on their child as they were going to celebrate their 21st birthday. God damn. So you just got to be careful if you're traveling with jewelry. I like to keep everything on myself, watches, anything like that. I typically don't put anything like that in my luggage. I usually just keep that stuff right on my body. So you got to be careful if you guys are traveling with like luggage, high-end stuff like that, watches. If you guys tend to put that in your suitcase, check it in. I mean, sheesh, be very careful. We're going to jump right into these videos and bring awareness, guys. Bring awareness to this situation because you might have family traveling. And man, even Steph and the Warriors had to get out the Bay. Even Steph, the Splash Brothers had to leave the Bay. What about you? Let's jump into this video.
Frustrated mother is offering a $10,000 reward for information leading to the arrest of a group of armed robbers.
She's from Texas, but her son was one of the victims who was violently robbed at an Oakland gas station. All of it caught on camera.
KTVU's Henry Lee shows us the family has visited this area before, but they were surprised by what's going on in Oakland.
They take their luggage, then my son comes out and they pull a gun on him and hit him on the chest.
It happened at the 76 gas station at Hagenberger and Edgewater near the Oakland airport on Monday afternoon. Surveillance video shows an Infiniti G35 pulling up. A guy gets out and breaks the back window of a Ford Explorer at the pump. Inside the SUV are a group of friends visiting from Texas, including Victor Obavon and Maxie Scher's son, who had just celebrated his 21st birthday in the Bay Area. Others get out of the Infiniti.
They kept the gun to him as they were taking the things off of his wrist, and they put his hands in his pocket and got everything in it in his wallet.
You heard that? They took the watch off his wrist. I'm telling you guys right now, I'm hearing a lot. You got In-N-Out Burgers closing, which we're going to take a look at. But guys, they're spotting you. Whether you go pull up into a gas station, you're outside of certain hotels. You're partying in certain places. It's not you. They identify the vehicle. The problem is, it's like no matter where you go, whether you go to a mall, somewhere where you go, they are easily identifying rental cars, and they know that you guys are people are easy victims because what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do if you get robbed? You're gonna file a police report. When you got to catch a flight back to your hometown, you got to go back to work, to your family. You just in town for 3-4 days. What are you going to do after your stuff gets robbed? Come on, man. Keep your jewelry on you. If you got watches, stuff like that, do like me. Don't really, put it on going through the hotel, go in the airport, but keep your little travel pouch on you. Keep a little pouch on you or a book bag. Keep that personally on you. Don't keep it in your don't put jewelry in your suitcases.
The thieves then speed off with their belongings right before the victims were to have flown back to Texas. This is what their Explorer looked like afterward. They had no idea many others have been similarly victimized while in rentals near the airport.
To the naked eye, it doesn't look like a bad neighborhood. It looks like a well-kept gas station and a well-kept area, and had no idea. Now we know.
I just think it should not be normalized. People should not have to just live like this, like, you know, looking over their shoulders just to get gas.
Cher is an attorney who's offering a $10,000 reward leading to whoever's responsible.
We're angry and we're furious about the fact that it happened. It happened to our kid and to his friends, and nobody seemed to bat an eye.
It's heartbreaking as a mother to hear about what her son experienced.
Oakland City Council member Treva Reed represents the area, plagued by both car burglaries and business closures. She says one arrest has been made.
Whether you live here.
Listen, man, the mother and the family of those people who were robbed and victimized while they're on their way home. They were on their way to the airport picking up some gas, I guess, before they have to return the rental car. And this is another thing. If you're getting gas, if you're happening to visit Oakland and you have to get gas for your rental car, don't get gas like on your way back to the airport before you have to drop off the rental car. Don't get gas near the airport. Don't do that. You will be like probably watched and victimized, because those are those gas stations going back to the airport where people are picking up gas. They are being watched. So you want to tell your family, friends, be on the lookout for that. You know, you got to be mindful. If you're gonna get gas, get it like, you know, a little bit far out, gas it up, and then you'll be good to go. So you got to take these precautionary steps, and we got to get this out there, because like the mother of that family member said, people are not even batting an eye. You know, if they're putting up 10K, if they are putting up 10K to find an arrest, to probably get back their belongings, they probably lost like a nice watch, a decent watch, Hublot, Rolex, something along that lines, with probably a little bit of jewelry or something like that. It's easy nowadays to get 10K in jewelry. So, I mean, just be very careful, guys. Let's go. So now we're going to jump into a situation that, again, cars are being, there's an In-N-Out Burger. Imagine getting off your flight. You just flew in from Atlanta, Florida, wherever you're from. You're in town to go see the Warriors game in San Francisco, but you took the flight to the Bay because shit, you're on the West Coast for the first time and you want to drive around and you want to see what life is like, what culture is like on that side of town. You get off the plane and you go to In-N-Out Burger because you're hungry. By the time you go inside the restaurant, you order your burger and fries and shake, man, your luggage with your laptop in it, your charger, all your fits, oh my gosh, all your fits, and probably your jewelry, because you probably put your watch, you probably put your nice watches in your suitcase instead of having it on you. Put your nice watches in the suitcases, all that good stuff, and sheesh. By the time you get that shake, you sipping on that strawberry shake, and it's gone. It's gone, just like that. Gone.
Customers tell me they aren't shocked to hear the restaurant is closing its doors. A security guard at the In-N-Out today told me she's seen up to 10 break-ins in a single day. But residents say it's too little, too late.
The In-N-Out in Oakland is located in one of the hotspot areas for crime, near 98th Avenue and Hagenberger. It's an area criminals know they can find unsuspecting tourists coming from the airport. Although In-N-Out says it's been a profitable location for 18 years, they just can't ask their employees or customers to work and visit an unsafe environment.
You can't even leave your car right here to go in there. Within 1 minute, your stuff is getting smashed.
I love this place. I hate to see it go.
On Sunday morning, as In-N-Out announced its closure, Oakland police say they arrested someone for removing an ATM from the wall at the Bank of America, less than half a mile away. And just a couple hundred feet away at the Raising Cane's on Hagenberger, a manager says they were forced to close their indoor dining area and provide employees with a secure fence for parking, all due to break-ins.
It seems like another thing is closing in Oakland, another thing is leaving Oakland, all this stuff. And I get it now. You know what I mean? People ain't trying to deal with this, but, you know, we're the ones, especially us East Oaklanders, like, we really suffered.
Oakland residents blame city leadership.
The crime getting worse, so the city really need to help us out.
Imagine that you get a job and you have to work in a particular, you have to drive in to a particular part of the parking lot where they have it fenced in. Somebody has to open up the fence so you could park your car as an employee. And then they have security watching those employees' cars. Because if you're a worker, you come to work, you're working at this place for minimum wage, right? And you come to work and your car gets busted in. So now they have to, now that In-N-Out Burger, which they said is profitable. This is a profitable location. This is a big problem, guys. This is a big problem. This location is profitable. The In-N-Out Burger makes revenue. The problem is they're finding it harder and harder to get employees to come in because employees don't want to work there. People don't want to work there. When if they leave their car outside, they might get it smashed into, which is taken away from their paycheck. Then the restaurant is going to have to hire extra security to secure the parking lot. 2 and 3. Some of these restaurants have armed security. 2 and 3 armed security. How are you going to run a business when you have to have armed security just to watch the parking lot? And now, if the people of Oakland don't want to work and eat at these places, what are you to do if you're a tourist and you have no clue this is going on? You're just going to Oakland because you want to visit it before you go over there to San Francisco because you're in town to watch the Warriors game or something. Come on, man.
Like I said, you're finally now starting to see a little bit of police around here, but it's just a little bit too late, too little, too late.
Oakland police know the area is a problem, so they increased the number of patrols and started working with a private security team for 24/7 monitoring last year. OPD says in 2023, they saw a 23% reduction in auto burglaries around Hagenberger and 98th Avenue compared to 2022. And despite all the effort, after the In-N-Out on Oakport Street closes in late March, customers will have to travel to Alameda or San Leandro to get their double-doubles.
Man, every restaurant around the airport is closing. And they're closing not because they're not profitable, it's because the workers don't even want to show up now because their car might get smashed in, they might get robbed going home. I mean, man, this is going to lead a restaurant location like that to be replaced by AI. Because if you don't know, they have restaurants that are out there now. They're fully autonomous, could be ran by 2 or 3 people throughout the day, just light maintenance. And that might force restaurants to go in that direction if they can't find employees because it's not that safe. I mean, and if you think that you're driving around and you could be driving, it's not only happening in gas stations, right? And malls and restaurants, it's happening right on the goddamn highway. Right on the highway. You could be in Oakland. And you could be right on the highway driving, about to go to the airport or do a little sightseeing. And they're even doing this on the highway. Take a look. Man, right on the highway, they just smashed, grabbed, and they're gone in 60 seconds. Again, guys, gone in 60 seconds. She's looking back like, what? The car is this way, mama. Gone in 60 seconds. You gotta be careful when traveling to Oakland. Get the information out there. Notify your friends, family. Share, guys, because you see it right in front of you. That's gone in 60 seconds. Sheesh. Man. They're smashing, grabbing. and you have no idea. And unfortunately, you have to go back to your hometown because you're probably gonna let it go. You're probably gonna get on your flight without all your luggage, your jewelry, probably down 5-10K in jewelry. And it's unfortunate, guys. So just be careful when you're traveling to the Oakland area, and let's get the word out there, and be safe, guys. Be safe, and be well. All right. Like, subscribe, share. Things that make you go what?